MLB bets and analysis Friday, October 18th. Are you not entertained? 12-3 to start the month of October. $37,889 profited. Cleveland, money line, yesterday, winner. What a game. What a comeback. We got unlucky when Emmanuel Classic came in, the best closer in the league, data back this whole entire season. He blows the lead, and then we come back with 2 outs with the Yankees' best closer. What a roller coaster, what a ride. But at the end of the day, the important part happened, and it's that we picked a W, 2-1 to start the week, and up $6,000, and up again $37,889 in the month of October, guys. Now, obviously, before I start off the show, all I got to tell you guys is this, and pay attention. Please share the show. Do your boy a favor and share the show with buddies that do the same thing. They want to win. Help your buddies out. Along with that, too, if you don't mind, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and shoot a comment, even if it's negative. A lot of you guys were on the Yankees yesterday saying that they were going to win, that I was going to lose, and yet again, we prevail, we win. A roller coaster, pretty lucky, I'm not denying it, but a win's a win, and we make it 12-3. Now, before I start off with today's analysis, guys, I got a big winner for you guys to make it 3-1 on the week and 13-3 in the month of October. I have some very, very bad news that you guys need to pay attention to. I've been officially banned from the Hard Rock across the United States. Last year, I got banned in Atlantic City and New Jersey for winning a lot, and now they've extended the ban to Florida as well. As you guys can see right here with this email, you guys can read it. They've banned me from the Hard Rock. Luckily, I was able to withdraw the money I had in the account, which was $54,000, which I'm going to show you guys right here. As you guys can see, this is my Hard Rock account. I'll go back to history so you guys know I'm actually in the account, FA, Federico, and I'm going to go to my history, go to transaction history, and go to withdrawals and show you guys I withdrew today, Friday, October 18th, $54,000, guys, $54,000. And just to show you guys what I've done over the past few months and why they are actually banning me, I'm going to show you guys this right now. Show you guys how much I've withdrawn over the past, let's say, 5 months. And you guys will see it right here. And this is a big reason why they are blocking me, guys. A lot of withdrawals, guys. A lot of withdrawals totaling up to $20, $30, $40, $50,000 over the past few months. And they are not happy with it. And that's why they've officially banned me. So bad news is I'm banned, but I have plenty of books. Florida legalized this last year. Prior to that, I had books that I played with, which honestly is a little bit better because you don't have to declare, but not going to talk about that more. But nonetheless, guys, you guys should be excited because I'm motivated to crack these books, guys. They might have taken me out, but I know a lot of you guys have the Hard Rock account, and if I give you guys the plays, we can total up a lot more profit than I just do it alone, and that's my motivation. So I've reopened up the remainder of the year pass. I've knocked down the price a little bit so you guys can all get it and not miss any of my plays and get ready for this huge run that I'm about to go on, because now I'm more motivated than ever. I'm going to dial in to make sure these guys know who the fuck we are, and you guys are going to win big money. So the link's below, guys. Not going to harp on that. They banned me, but they will be paying for it. At the end of the day, I never said I was against Vegas. I always say I play with Vegas, and they blocked me when I was trying to be a friend to them. So we're going to make sure that they realize who the hell we are, and we're going to win big over the next few months and next years. Now let's get to today's analysis, guys. One game I'm going to talk to you guys about, Dodgers at Mets. Let's call it what it is. The Dodgers are waking up. The bats are waking up. Muncy, Ohtani, Mookie Betts yesterday starting to heat up, seeing more at-bats, more hits. They're getting dangerous and healthy, which is important. The Mets looked a little bit lost yesterday, specifically in the bats. Lindor last series played really well. This series looking a little bit lost. Now, this is an elimination game for the New York Mets. Obviously, yesterday I said that the Guardians was an elimination game because it's really hard to beat a team 4 times if you go down 0-3. Now, the Mets are at home in this game, and they need to win it. David Peterson against Jack Flaherty. Jack Flaherty just pitched against the Mets in LA and dealt 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, and 0 earned runs. That was a bit of an outlier, though, because if you look at his last 5 games, the data does not back that he's pitching like that. He was giving 4 earned runs over his past 5 starts. He dealt versus the Mets, but it was a bit of an outlier. Will he resume that performance? We'll see today. David Peterson, on the flip side, he's been a little bit more consistent, but that last game was also an outlier versus the Milwaukee Brewers. 7 inning pitch, 1 hit, 0 earned runs. The Mets won 5-0. But prior to that, he gave up 4, 1, 4, 1. So he's been a little bit back and forth. You can back the 0 earned runs and the momentum with David Peterson just based on his last 5 games. Based on his last 5 games, because both these pitchers pitched really well last time out. But when we look at the last 5, it's a little bit different in the situation. David Peterson pitched against the Dodgers this year, May 29th, which was 5 months ago. A long time ago. He was not pitching the same, nor were the Dodgers hitting the same. But let's pull up to see who got the hits on him. A key player, of course, Mr. Ohtani, Will Smith, Baez, which he'll probably be playing today, Miggy Rojas, and Vargas, which he is no longer in the team. He got traded to the White Sox, and he's the guy that went viral because of his memes of looking depressed playing in the White Sox. Neither here nor there, but a couple key players have hit Peterson. On the flip side, Jack Flaherty, we don't have the data because last game out, nobody really got a run on him. They had 2 hits on the guy, and we could pull up who got the hits, Winker and Iglesias. Winker will be playing today because he has one of the best numbers against Jack Flaherty in the history of the times they've played against each other. Bullpen, guys, bullpen. Dodgers bullpen has been lights out as of late, but their main arms are a little bit gassed out. Specifically, guys like Evan Phillips, Michael Kopech. These guys are on 0-1 days rest. Evan Phillips is probably their best bullpen pitcher, and he pitched yesterday a good amount. You're not likely to see him. Mets, flip side, pretty gassed out too, but key players have been rested. Edwin Diaz, Reed Garrett, Phil Madden played yesterday, which he's no longer going to play today. Ryan Stanek, a little bit shaky, but he's been pitching better in the past 4 or 5 games. So let's pull up data, guys, splits to see if there's an edge for these pitchers when they're pitching at home or away. We know Jack Flaherty, based on the data, 8-3 away, 2.94 ERA, versus home he's 5-4 and 3.44 ERA. So he does pitch a lot better away and does better during day games, which today's game starts at 5. It's a day game that ends at 9. David Peterson, on the flip side, very similar to Jack Flaherty, he does better away game. 6-1, 2.6 ERA, versus at home he's 4-2 with a 3.35 ERA. He does pitch better during day games though. 2.30 ERA, 3-1. So both these pitchers pitch really well during the day, and both pitch better away, which gives the edge a little bit of Jack Flaherty. But remember, this is playoffs. This is a different atmosphere. This is an elimination game. The Mets are going to have every single pitcher ready to go if they need to, because they do not want to get eliminated. And again, when we look at the last 7 games, zoom out a little bit. Forget the last game where they both had 0 earned runs. David Peterson's numbers are a little bit better. 3-2, 2.72 ERA over the last 7 games versus Jack Flaherty, 4-2, 3.49 ERA over his last 7 games, right? This line opened up at minus 136, guys. Minus 136, and you know money and support's going to the Dodgers and the Yankees today. Household names. They should win today. Yankees lost yesterday. They're going to win today because they lost yesterday. Dodgers, they dominated, so they'll win today. That's how average Joes think about the game of sports investing, and that's why they lose. You don't bet the teams that have the most money and support. That's a huge liability for Vegas. I'm not saying you win 100% of the time you fade those, or is that a strategy, but you guys got to look beyond just the team name. 73% of the handle and 66% of the bets going to the Dodgers. Line open up at minus 136, and it's sitting right now at minus 130. So we're catching a bit of reverse line movements. Along with that too, just to back up the data that we just spoke about regarding the pitchers, we look at David Peterson and Jack Flaherty, and everybody's going to be all over Jack Flaherty because he dealt against the Mets game 1 and gave up 0 earned runs. But if that's the case, then Jack Flaherty should be projected to give up less earned runs. And that's not the case at all. As a matter of fact, he's projected to give up more runs. He's favored to go over 2.5 at plus 115 versus David Peterson, which is over 1.5 at minus 110. So they have Jack Flaherty getting more hits and getting more runs scored on him altogether. Now, when we look at team props, New York Mets, Dodgers, they are both at 7.5, but they have the Dodgers favored to get more hits, and they have the Mets betting in the 9 at minus 195. I did see a comment, hey man, you didn't factor in yesterday that the Guardians to bat in the 9th was at minus 200. Yeah, brother, it's a factor. It's something that I look into. It doesn't determine if it's a play or not. If that's a determinant of whether it's going to be a play or not, everybody would be rich. And that's not the case at all. You got to go against the grain sometimes. And yes, Mets minus 195 to bat in the 9th, meaning they're going to be tied or down. That means the Dodgers are going to win, right? If you bet like that, you're silly, and you should join my community and learn about the strategies, the systems, and how to look at a game prior to picking the bet. That's what my community is all about, and it's still open. But to continue on, it does not determine whether it's going to be a play or not. It's just more information. This is a game of edges. 1 edge, 2 edges, 3 edges, and then it helps you make an informed decision, which is what we're after at the end of the day, right? So altogether, guys, this is a situation where, yes, the Dodgers have the edge based on them hitting on Peterson a little bit better. The numbers do state that here when they face Peterson over the lifetime versus Mets versus Mr. Jack Flaherty. But I do like the fact, first and foremost, that the Mets are facing an elimination game. David Peterson's projected to give up less earned runs. Along with that, too, bullpens both rather even if we really put it into perspective. And altogether, guys, I think there's value taking the Mets in this situation at home. I do not believe they're going to take the series, but I do think they battle in today's game and then get eliminated in LAD. Now, this game, I am going to take a different approach to it. Again, I can't bet this game here. I'm obviously going to be posting the ticket for you guys because that's what I will be doing starting Monday. I want my money to be in my bank account before messing around with any tickets. But I will have my bookie, which I'll be playing that in the meantime while I figure out where I'm going to play my next bets. But the bet for today is Mets plus 1.5 at minus 160. $5,000, guys. $5,000. I'll put it right here. They're not going to let me place the bet. They've already basically, they're not even letting me, they're not verifying my location when they always do. So you see it right there, 5,000 to win 3,125. You guys know I place my bets every single day in front of you. If you guys go to my history, if you're new to my channel, go look at every video. I place the bets in the Hard Rock app every day. I got blocked. Can't really control that, so I'm looking for a new book where I'll be doing some damage and continuing the process. So that's it for today, guys. Join the remainder of the year pass. It's a gimme, guys. It's a game if you guys want to continue winning in this industry. And along with that too, remember, I do not do these videos Saturday or Sunday, so we will be back Monday. No free plays tomorrow or Sunday. We'll be back Monday. Let's win the week, and I'll catch you guys Monday.